Hello and welcome to the Cabinet Learning Series. In this video we're going to be talking about our new cabinet apps. We've developed an app that works for iPhones and Android devices, and in this video we're going to talk about how to get that app downloaded and registered, and then we're going to talk about the different functionality within the app. So right away I'm going to go ahead and bring up my phone here. And so you can see I have an iPhone here. Some of you might be working with an Android device because, like I said, we have this working for an iPhone as well as an Android device. And to go to the app, if you're on an iPhone, you're going to want to go to the App Store, which is this icon right here. And if you're on an Android, you're going to want to go to the Google Play Store, and you'll see the app there. But once you get to the App Store, just go down to the bottom right where you have the search icon. And then up at the very top, you have your search bar, and you can search for your app. So you're just want to go ahead and type in Cabinet Paperless. Yeah. And there you go, and you can see that our app is going to be the first one listed there. And if I click on the app, it's going to take me into the details page, and I can scroll through. I can see some of the different screenshots from the app. And if I scroll down even further, I can see a description of the app. I can see what it does, all the different features, some of the requirements and background information about the app as well. And then when I'm ready to get the app, I can just come up here to the top right, and you'll see that right here there's this cloud here. That means that I've already downloaded the app before, so that just lets me download it again. Normally what you'll see is something similar to this Get icon down here at the bottom right for this next app. And that's what you're going to see the first time you see an app in the App Store. The app is free, so you don't have to pay for it, so you'll just hit that Get button, and then as soon as you do that, it's going to start downloading the app and put it on your phone. Alright, and then once it's downloaded, it's going to say open there, or if I go to my home screen, you can see that I now have this cabinet app right here on my home screen. So I can go ahead and click on that to open it up. And there we go. So the first thing it's asking, or letting me know, is it's saying, welcome to Cabinet Mobile, let's get started, and just says click OK. So I'm going to click OK there. And then it's going to bring up this form asking me what kind of safe user I am. The first option here is I'm a current Safe Cloud user. The second option is I'm a current Cabinet Safe user, so that means you'd be installed directly. Or there's a third option that says contact me about becoming a cabinet user if you're not already a cabinet user. And then it asks you to fill out some of this information here, like email, company name, first name, last name, and phone. And then when you hit submit, it'll send us that information. We'll get you registered, and then we'll be able to send you some information back. Once you get that information back, you'll just go to the very bottom there where it says enter connection settings. And it's going to bring up your connection settings window. And the first thing it's going to ask you for at the very top here is your server URL. Now if you're not sure what that is, go ahead and talk to your account manager or your IT person, and they should be able to tell you what that would be. If you're on our cloud, all you have to do there is just type in the word cloud, and it will actually take care of the rest there for you. So if you're on our cloud, just type in the word cloud for server URL. And then for customer code, go ahead and type in your customer code. So I'm going to go ahead and type in my customer code here. And then on the right hand side, click on where it says connect here. And there we go. So it took me right to the login window. So now I can get logged in just like I would if I were on the desktop and getting logged into Cabinet Safe there. It's going to be the same username and password. You can choose to remember your password by clicking this button over here to the right of the password, and then once you have your information filled out, just click on login. Alright, so when you first get logged in, it's going to take you right to the cabinets area, and at the very top here I can see my repositories where it says repositories. And I can click on the first repository, and then it's going to bring up a list of all my different repositories I can choose from down here at the bottom. So I'm going to scroll through and go to my finance repository. It's going to reload and show me my cabinets for that repository. So I can see my different cabinets here. If I want to narrow down the list, I can start typing in the name in the search box up here at the top. So I can type in Larry and search, and it's going to bring up a cabinet that matches those results. Once I have my cabinet, I can click on this little eye right here to the far right, and it's going to give me some cabinet information. That's going to tell me when it was created and everything like that. And if I click anywhere else right here on this cabinet button, that's actually going to take me inside the cabinet. So the first level inside the cabinet is going to be my folders. So you can see my folder list here. I can search for a certain folder in the search field up here at the top. So I could type in some information, click on search, and it's going to narrow down that folder list based on what I searched. Then once I found the folder I want, again, if I click on the eye, this time it's going to actually show me the folder index information. If I swipe from the right hand side here to the left, it's going to take me to more information about the folder, so I can see the background information, like who created it, when it was created, all the security on it and everything like that. I can swipe again, it's going to show me some folder notes for this folder. And if I swipe a fourth time, it's going to show me the folder trace. And this is actually going to show me the background information if this folder ever went through a workflow, or if another person was currently in this folder, I would see that here as well. Alright, and I'm just going to click on this folders button here to take me back to the folder list there. Another thing I want to show you before we move on from folders is if I click on this settings icon here in the top right while I'm on the folder list, it's going to let me change some of the settings. So I can change what column I'm sorting by. So if I click on name there, it's going to let me choose any of my folder indexes here in the top 10 to sort by. So I could change that if I wanted to. Same thing here for the reference column, which is the next option. You can change your search type, so you can change how your search results are brought up. So whether you're searching for whether the information contains with or starts with. Let me go back to contains. Then you can choose how many results get pulled up and what your sort direction is. All right, and then once you find the folder that you want, you can just click anywhere on the folder icon or the name of the folder to get or to go inside of it. So I'm going to do that. And there we go. So now that I'm inside the folder, you can see here are all the different documents. And with each document, you can see what kind of document it is based on the little icon to the left-hand side. So I can see that these are PDFs here. And below we have a TIFF. I can look at any image and click on the eye again here, and it's going to show me some document information. So some background information about the document. And then if I swipe to the right, or to the left, excuse me, you'll see a document trace for that document. So you'll see all the background information for that particular document if it had been sent through a workflow. Alright, so I'm going to go back to the document level here. To preview a document, I can just click on the name of the document itself, and it's going to actually show me a preview of the document. And there we go. And while I'm here looking at the preview, if I click on the settings window, I can change a few things about my preview. I can change it from black and white to grayscale or color or original, depending on how I want that preview to show up. And I can also change the preview display size. So I can change those as I like. Click on back. And so now I'm back at my preview. And then I can click on documents up in the top left to go back to my document list. Now a couple other things here in document is I can search again up here at the top. So if I just start typing in the name of a document I know that's in here and click on search, it's going to pull up that specific document for me. If there are attachments on a document, I can click on the little paper clip here, and that's going to show me the attachments for this particular document. And then lastly, while I'm in the document list, if I go back to my full list here and click on the setting icon on the top right, here it can let me choose what tab I want to look in. So right now I'm looking in the all tab, so I'm going to see all the documents, but if I wanted to narrow that down to just bills, I could go straight to my bills tab and hit done there. I can again choose my results page size and also my sort direction. But once I do that, now it's only going to show me the documents in that specific tab instead of all the documents at once. So I can narrow down my results that way as well. Alright? And one thing you might have noticed as we've gone through here is this setting wheel up here at the top right. Just one thing to keep in mind is that it actually changes every time you go to a new section in the app. So if I'm looking at documents, that settings icon is going to pertain to documents. If I'm on the folder list, that setting wheel is going to pertain to my folders, and so on. So that's something to keep in mind there. Alright, and then moving right along, this entire time we've been in the cabinet area of the app. So we've done a structural search going through cabinet, folders, documents, everything like that. And to go to another section in the app, I'm going to go to the very top right where we have this little menu icon here. And if I click on that, it's going to bring up the main menu. Now at the very top where it says cabinet, that's the section that we've been in this whole time so far. And the next section is right below, and that's search. So if I click on search here, it's just going to bring up a blank search window. And I could start typing in the search contains window and see what it brought up. Another thing, if I want to choose what I want to search on in particular, I can click on the setting icon here, and it's going to show me the 3 different ways I can search. I can do a folder index search, I can do a document title search, or I can do a document text search, which is just a full text search that actually searches on the text within a document itself. Then you can choose a particular cabinet to search in if you wanted to. You could type in the cabinet name there, and then you could limit your results to a specific amount as well. So if I just come in here and say I knew a document had a 321 in the title, so I'll just do a document title search. If I type that in and click on search, it's going to go through, and since I didn't specify a cabinet, it's actually going to look through every cabinet and every cabinet in the entire system and look for any document that has 321 in the document title. So you can see it brought all of those up here, and then I can do what I want with that search result, and I can look up the right document and do what I need to do there. Alright, so that's all there really is to search. It's pretty straightforward there. So I'm going to go back to the menu. The next thing we have here is options. So if I click on that, there's just a couple options here. There's your load last viewed page. So that is what you can turn that on to view your last page when you get into the app. Next thing is when you restart the app, you can change your startup page. So you can choose whether or not you start up in the cabinet section to where you can see the cabinets, folders, and documents, or if you just want to have it start up right in the search area if you just know that you want to go ahead and start searching for stuff when you load the app. So you can choose how you want it to start up there. Alright, then moving right along on the main menu, the next option we have is About. And this just gives you some background information about your phone, the version of the app you're using, and everything like that. And it just makes it really easy for if you're just curious, one, you can see it right there, but also if you have any issues and you need to put in a support ticket, they're most likely going to ask you all this information. So in this area, we've actually added this email support option here. So if you do end up needing to email support for any reason, you can just click on that there. It's going to take you to your mail app. It's going to have all of that background information on the email, so that way support will see that and they'll be able to help you with your issue. And then you can type in whatever specific issue you're having here at the very top of the email. Alright. And then the last option on that main menu is Log Out, and that will actually log you out of the app, and then you can log back in as somebody else. I'm going to click on Cabinet here at the very top to go back to my cabinet section. Alright. Well, that's going to do it here for the new cabinet app. It's going to look very similar on the Android side. I know we didn't go over it specifically for the Android, but it's going to be very similar. The only really thing that's going to change is the actual app store that you go buy the app in. The app itself will be pretty much similar, and you won't have any issues getting around in it if you have watched this video. But just to kind of recap, we've talked about how to go to the App Store and download and get this app registered so you can use it. And then we talked about the different functionality within the app and what exactly you can do with it. If you have any more questions or like some more information, you can contact your account manager or reseller. You can visit us at cabinetpaperless.com, email us at info@cabinetpaperless.com, or give us a call at 800-621-6501. We appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day and watching these videos. Have a great day.